Hey Seekers, welcome back to the Existential Shift, or if you're new, hi, my name is Morgainne, and we're going live, as I sometimes randomly do, to give you guys personal messages based on your date of birth. I utilize it's a combination of numerology and channeled messages, and every time something completely different can come through for you, I never know what it's going to be. Um, Anywhere from something very specific for the now moment to something that has to do with your past lifetime. It's anything, whatever spirit finds the most suitable for the moment will come through for you. As I wait for you guys to join in, first of all, be sure to say hello to me, press the like button, comment where you're from, what zodiac sign you are. If you're trying to write in the chat and you can't, it's because I turned on subscribers only mode. So all you have to do is press the subscribe button, and two magical things will happen. The first, you'll be able to comment in the chat, and the second, you will join the shift and enjoy all the content that Spirit has to offer through me in this platform, and that's awesome. I will also let you guys know, in case you missed it, that there is now Patreon is offering 7 days. I'm offering on Patreon 7 days free trial. So if you've been debating if you want to try out Patreon, you can now do so for a whole week for free. And you'll enjoy all the content that is available there for you. It's Tarot Masterclass, it's Karmic Shift and Liberation, daily rune messages, and also 20% off. Well, that's on private readings, private sessions, but actually that's for active patrons, so never mind on that last one. Okay, I see you guys are in the chat. Just because I'm chatting doesn't mean you can't. Say hi. And I already received a donation. Thank you. Who's it from? Ooh, 3333, a beautiful number. Thank you so much. Mm. Wild by Soul, you gorgeous soul. You didn't write your date of birth. If you guys, so just this one time, this first time, um, um, I'm gonna make an exception, and you're gonna write me in the chat your date of birth so that I could grant you a message. Otherwise, from here on, if you guys send a donation without the information that I need, which is your date of birth, your month as a word, and then your day of birth and your year, then I'll just assume that you just want to give a donation and you don't want to receive a message, which is totally fine as well. I'm not forcing you to receive a message, but if you're making a donation for the sake of receiving a message, I need you to give me your date of birth, and I can't be chasing you around between the platforms of PayPal and the chat. It's exhausting and very difficult for me. So you have to put in the date of birth as you make the donation. So Wild by Soul, if you're here, hi baby, and you want to write me your date of birth, please do so. And if it was just a donation, okay, it's Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia. Awesome. Thank you so much. Hi as well. Excited to be here. I'm excited to be here too. Virgo, August 24th, 1979. Perfect. So thank you for the $33.33. I really appreciate that. But guys, from here on, it has to be the date of birth has to come with the donation that you're making, be it on PayPal, Super Chat, or Venmo. It's just impossible for me to keep track when other people join and I start tuning in. Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind. If I don't get your details, I will say gracefully thank you and move on to the next. Okay. But Cynthia, let's do this. And if you guys don't want to make a donation, all good. You can get a message for free. In that case, just write your date of birth in the chat. Okay, but keep in mind that I do prioritize those of you that give a donation. Then after that, my patrons, after that, channel members, and after that, subscribers. Okay. Okay. Let's have fun. Okay, Cynthia, a Virgo, August 24th, 1979. שמונה, שש, תשע, עשר, 19 ועוד 7. 26. So 8, 24, 26. 8, 6, 8. Which sums to 22. Or 13. So people on the 13, 22 axis, if you have like a lot of 13 and or 22, or together actually 13 and 22s. So Cynthia here, if I sum up her numbers, it can either go into 22, depending how I calculate it, or to 13. Uber witchy mark. Okay, it's a mark of a witch, but 13 in and of itself is the mark of the witch. But combined with 22, it gives you incredible powers of understanding the physical realm that you're living in and having a lot of power of building and creation, which means you are meant to utilize your wise woman's power, aka witchy powers, to build big things in this life. So you are actually encouraged to use your powers for creative endeavors or any pursuit in this life. You came here trusted by your own higher self and by, call it source, God, universe, whatever name you want to give it, collective consciousness. You came here trusted by the divine to use your powers in a way that is beneficial and to not abuse it. You did something in the past, in your past existence, to prove that you have the responsibility and moral. So with that said, it's really important that you don't use your gifts for anything selfish but when I say selfish, I don't mean like succeeding in the world or being healthy or loved or accomplished. I mean like imposing your will onto others at the expense of their free will, for example. You got to honor the laws of nature and the natural, cycle of things. If you do that, your powers will keep growing. If you don't, they will be taken because you came here like it's almost like imagine the difference between both people super talented at something, but one of them the company is already familiar with and they know, so they send them off on an assignment, trusting them, not at their back, not micromanaging them. They trust that they'll do the job done, have the job done. But then if they mess up or if they betray that trust, it's worse, right? As opposed to the other person who's just hasn't been around to be trusted for enough time, and um, spirit doesn't trust them as much as they do the other one with their gifts. So they're also expected less and they have more room to make mistakes and more guidance in the field. You're like left to your own device because, well, you're supposed to already know right from wrong. Do you understand what I mean? You're not responding, so let me know if that resonates or how the message feels. Where is everyone? I see your numbers here in the chat. I can see that you're here, cuties, but you're not saying anything to me in the chat. Mm. Kate Myers, hello, welcome. Lots of people not up. I'd love a careers guidance message. You can't ask for the specific type of message. You give me your numbers and whatever comes to me comes. Jasmine, hello, beautiful, liked and subscribed. Thank you. Welcome. So you're a new seeker? Jasmine, October 4th, 1994. Okay. 10-4. New seeker, that's so cute. Forgive me that I'm like quiet and relatively slow. I am very low on energy. It's been an insane April and it's only been 12 days from the month. And I have been, I can't even begin. And I'm so, like, it doesn't affect my channeling. If anything, I've noticed that literally it doesn't matter if I'm happy, sad, healthy, sick, energetic, exhausted. It doesn't matter. The messages are always clear, which makes me trust them even more because it means that I managed to not embed my own personal, situation or perspective into them and give you some clear messages. So it's a good sign, so don't worry. Okay, so Jasmine, new seeker. Everybody say hello to Jasmine. Welcome her to the shift. October 4th, 1994. תשע עשר, 19 ועוד 4. 19 ועוד 23. 1, 4, 5. One, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. You're a Libra. Jasmine, Libra. 10, 4, 23. 1, 4, 5. I'm saying this, Cynthia absolutely resonates. I have been receiving downloads galore and I'm ready to apply said gifts. Amen. Go for it. Okay, so Jasmine, I'm not just saying that because you're a Libra, even though Libra symbolizes the justice and is one of the rules the justice system. It still doesn't mean every Libra needs to be a judge or a lawyer, but with you specifically, you need to work somehow in the justice field. I don't know if I'm picking up on literally writing laws. So I don't know if it's about, oh, I got a donation from, thank you, Ethan, for the $53. I really, really appreciate the chocolates. I really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. You didn't write your date of birth, so I'm assuming you don't want a message. But thank you. So sorry, Cynthia. And yes, I will definitely use it to buy chocolate. I have one here anyway, but you can never have enough. Mm. So writing laws or somehow making sure that they're written well or fair, the safety of the law, like upholding the law, but not necessarily a police officer. I mean, I guess it could come off as that, but it needs to be in combination with justice. Um, Ethan Jordan joining from Phoenix, Arizona, and has made a generous donation. Thank you. Welcome. Happy to have you all here. Jasmine, does that make sense? Have you ever? Interesting. Okay. Have you ever considered working in the field? I don't know what you do right now. It might be something similar or might not. Um, Holly saying advocacy. What does that mean? You gave up that field? So you were in that field, Jasmine, and you gave it up? Looking to be a nurse. Jasmine, you were in the right field. You were in the right field. What was it exactly that you did that you gave up on? You were supposed to join the military. What happened? Okay, it's like you need to be in the justice system and the protection system. So then something else. Something else. You don't have to it could be in that, in that area, but it doesn't have to be the exact same thing that you did. It can, you know, something else. It doesn't have to be the military if you don't want military, right? It could be there's enough justice systems that we need. Mm, But okay, so Jasmine, you can find something that where you can express your feminine energy. It doesn't have to be like physical protection. You don't have to be in the military. I'm saying something with legalities, like writing them down or upholding them with your mind. Okay, so sometimes the messages that come to me, I mean, listen, free choice. You should do whatever you desire. However, I definitely see the universe pulling you back into the justice system at one point. I want to provide my legalities in the medical field. Okay, that sounds great. I personally don't know how as a nurse you can do that, but find a way. Listen, whatever you do, wherever you go to, find a way to incorporate the justice system and the legal system within that. If you go into the field of acting, go work for SAG, for the legal department, to make sure that actors are protected and treated well. Just an example, right? So this is something that is really strongly on your path, and you will always be directed to that. So good luck with that. Okay, love? Okay, who's next? Mm-mm-mm. Jasmine, thank you. That was an awesome message. Oh, I'm happy. And I like that every time I nail it, I don't understand why I'm always surprised by it. Like you'd think I'd get used to it by now, but okay. Anyone else would like a message? Tell me the signs that I have here. Kate, you're stop. It's I mean, I love you and thank you for the intent of helping, but that's you're modifying things that aren't exactly. She'll find her way. But thank you. Guys, don't try to intersect my messages. What I say is what I need to say. Hi, Mariel. Oh, I have dates of birth. I didn't notice. Sorry. So, Mariel is a Pisces sun. Cool. I just did Pisces. Yesterday I posted Pisces for April. Actually, Jasmine, forensic, and I'm saying this with love, Kate. Don't take it personally, but Jasmine, do not do forensic. It's not going to be good for you. It will just completely sidetrack you. Um, Diddy, love your channel. I'm new. Welcome, new seeker. So, JK is January 2nd, 1972. It's one. So 121, right? Capricorn. JK, when you get hurt emotionally by someone, like let's say someone does something or says something to her that hurts your feelings, and what I'm about to say is not to not validate your hurt feelings or to say that they're okay. I'm just talking from here on where you take it to. Sometimes you fall to a place of trying to control the person in ways of making yourself feel better about what they did or what they said. And there are other ways because that just makes things worse. And then they rebel against you, and then they do something to hurt you even more, even though it wasn't meant to hurt you, just more so to um, reject the control, right? So be careful. Sometimes you tell yourself that you're doing something um, because it's the necessary thing to do, when in fact it's an emotional response to being hurt. Does that make sense? And that's not healthy. So something to have in mind. You're welcome. And now Diddy, September 5th, 1980. Mhm. 959. It's 23 or 14. It's 14. So Diddy, communications, Mr. Virgo or Miss Virgo, I don't know. Communication, working in communication, being in the field of communication. Kate, are you still here? I feel like I may have hurt your feelings. I'm so sorry. Let me know that you're here. Um, Female Virgo. So you are a master communicator. You have healing abilities, like your voice, like just the sound of your voice has a healing, has healing properties. If you don't sing, then maybe you can be a public speaker or just have group sessions, or even be on the radio or have a show or something. Um, you have a way of saying things that are very true and very poignant, but in a soft way that is a it's a pill that people can swallow. So utilize that gift. I'm also picking up on writing. I don't know if you're a writer. Um, I recommend to write, even if not professionally, even if you don't want to do it professionally, just write. It's very, very positive for you. You just had your thyroid removed, been struggling with throat. Wow. Is it something that is supposed to heal and recover? You do write a lot. If your ability to speak when it's one of your greatest powers has been taken from you temporarily, even, you need to see where you give your power away. Maybe where do you speak and give your gifts to people who don't appreciate it, who take and don't give back, right? Um, or where you don't utilize it, so it's like a reminder of what it's like being without it. So utilize it. Remember how it feels to be without it. Like, don't take it for granted. That resonates tremendously good. I'm glad to hear. Um, Now we have, okay, I'm going to do Yesmara, July 16th, and then Mariel, February 24th. And from then on, it will only be by donation. Okay, so you have the links in the pinned comment and in the description box. So you're welcome to already do it now. So that way, by the time I'm done with them, I'll get right through. I'll get right to you. Okay. Um, you're welcome, Diddy. I cannot believe I managed through doing all the 12 signs for April. I felt like I will never finish it. It was so hard. This month has been, and I'm still gonna do a fucus. It might just take me a couple of days. Um, okay. Hello, Yesmara. Cancerian, July 16th, 1990. Tisha is the chest, so that's 1. So 716, 771. Yesmara, you you're a weaver. I don't know if you've seen that show. It's a show about witches, and I forget. I'm sorry. It's gonna drive you nuts, and I apologize because I forget the name of the show, so I can't tell you what to watch, so you won't fully understand the analogy I'm giving you. But there's this great show about witches where the protagonist, the main character, is a witch, and her greatest power that she works hard in order to develop and learn is weaving threads of energy. It's like she picks up the energy from the ether and manages to weave it into matter, and you see like strings of like glowing uh, glowing strings. It's like that she turned energy into, and then she utilizes it to create magic, but very, it's like chaos magic. It's like taking absolute abstract lost energy and somehow bring it in a very masterful, focused way to into matter of some sort, and making a shape out of it. It's the power of taking chaos and turning it into organized um, matter. You have exceptional power of manifestation, of magical work. You have to be in control of yourself fully. You can't have emotional outbursts. You can't not know yourself. You have to honor all the elements in you: the body, the heart, the mind, the spirit, earth, water, fire, air. You have to give them all proper attention and care without neglecting any of them, in balance. And only then will you be able to truly utilize that power. Otherwise, it will always like phase out or manifest in a weird way. You got to constantly be on top of your own elements in order for you to be able to work with exterior elements. Otherwise, they won't bow to you. Does that make sense? For most people, what I just said sounds like something poetic, ethereal, but that they don't fully understand. You might understand what I'm saying. So remember what I said. Never never neglect any aspect of yourself. Okay, and always be exceptionally honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself in ways of avoiding responsibility or um, not being accountable to your own bullshit. Okay, Yesmara, good luck. Um, Diddy, the Leo reading was fire, yay. Yesmara, that's deep. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm learning how to transmute negative energy. Yes, makes sense to me. Good. Good luck. Okay, let's do. What else do we have? Mariel, February 24th, 1992. שתיים, שש, תשע, תשע, עשר, תשע, עשר, 19, 21. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Okay. So 2, 24, 21, 2, 6, 3. Mariel, I'm with you now. 2, 6, 3. Total to 11. So, Mariel, you can work with healing energy with people, but you can't do too many at once or in group sessions. It exhausts you. Good morning, Sophia. Welcome. Okay, Mariel, you have to do it very tempered, one-on-one. You give incredible insight. You are exceptionally empathic, clairsentient. You just know how other people feel, even if they have the best poker face, right? It's you read energy. It's not even body language, right? But because you're so hyper tuned, that by default means you have very weak physical boundaries. You haven't established them yet, or maybe you're not supposed to yet because you're still supposed to learn how to work with energies, and for that you need to be, you know, open to them. So in the meantime, until you learn how to, oh, Sopio, I already put the cap on the free messages because I've given several already. And from here on, you're welcome to receive a message, but by making any donation. So any amount of donation, and I'll be happy to give you a message. Okay, love? So Mariel, yeah. So until it's time for you to learn how to put up boundaries, and as long as they're down, for the sake of you still learning how to read energy and work with energy and heal people, do it little by little, one-on-ones, and be super in tune with how you feel. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Mariel, are you even still here? Maybe she left. Oh, she's right here. I've been helping a couple friends work on themselves through what I learned in my healing. This makes sense. Good. Happy to hear that. Who's excited for the eclipse in Aries, late degree Aries, like 29 degrees Aries? It's God, I hope nothing crazy happens in the world. I'm already seeing the influences of it, both in my personal life and in my surroundings, and it's brutal. It's very harsh. I don't want to scare anybody. It might play out as nothing for you, but this one was a doozy because it's also the following eclipse is in Scorpio on the 5th of May ish, around the full moon in Scorpio. and which is 2 days after my birthday, by the way, which is May 3rd. Oh shit, I dropped the cap. Never mind. Um, so both Aries and Scorpio are ruled by Mars, and they're fire. Scorpio is fire and water, but it's a lot of fire and a lot of intensity. Uh, whatever happens, we will not. It won't be ethereal and subconscious. It will be evident in our lives, if not already. Um, Mariel, the eclipse will certainly be interesting. I'm seeing different things play out in my surroundings. Intense. Yep. Anyone else? Mm. Where's Holly? Holly was here. I don't know if JK resonated with the message. Maybe they didn't like it. Sorry. Okay. Sophia, are you still here? Ethan, what kind of eclipse, sun, moon, what's significant about 29 degrees? So the 29 degrees is the last degree of every sign, right? There are 30 degrees in every sign. So the wheel has 360 degrees. We all know that, right? And 360 divided into 12 pies, into the 12 signs, is 30. But we start at 0. So every sign starts with the 0 degree, and then the 30th degree is the 29th degree. So the 29th degree is the last degree of each sign. It is the absolute playing out of the energies of the sign, right? It's like, so in 29 degrees Aries, all of Aries is in there. So it's either like the wisest sage type of Aries or the most explosive because all of the Aries energy is in it. Specifically, Aries is the sign of cardinal fire, which is explosive in and of itself. So the 29th degree is intense and edgy because it's right at the verge before the 0 degree of the next sign, right? It's like the final round of a very long, you know, run. You're just about to get to the finish line, but you're not there yet. It's very close. You can see it, but you're like at the end of your strength. You're like absolutely exhausted, but you still have to give it your all. That's the 29 degrees. So an eclipse is just, they take the light away. So it's like being almost at the end of, um, almost there, almost at the finish line, and you're putting in all your strength, but now your eyes are covered and you can't see where you're going. That's an eclipse at 29 degrees, any sign, let alone Aries, which is like, yeah, you get the picture. Holly, I've been getting hits on Cinco de Mayo. Oh yeah? What is it? So you're 28 degrees Aries, Sun, and Mercury. Be careful not to think yourself to exhaustion. Yep. Especially when it comes to the way you're perceived in the world. It's a waste of energy. Um, okay. So if no one wants to have another message, then Yeah, but Holly, I know, but that's May 5th. But you said you're getting hits. You got hits on it. I assumed, maybe I misunderstood. I assumed you meant like an intuitive hit. Okay, guys, no one wants another message? Or did you all get a message? I don't know. It's okay if not, just tell me so we'll cut the live. Not that I don't enjoy chatting with you guys, but you know, I like doing things with purpose. And I feel like I'm just eating chocolate on my channel instead of actually doing some work. Holly, did you write me your date of birth? I know Sopio did, but I don't know if he's still in the chat. So if I'm not sure you're in the chat, I don't want to give the message. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping up. If as I wrap up the video, someone will ask for a message, I'll do it, and if not, then I'll just wrap. I want to thank you guys, those of you who actually see this part, for your patience. I'll share with you because not a lot of people, a lot of people want to tune in live, but not many watch this in retrospect, like afterwards the recording. So those of you who get to see this, I will share with you something personal. Um, since April 1st till now, it's like April 13 right now, or 12, depending on where you are. On the 1st, a good old friend of mine that I've known since junior high school has suddenly died from cardiac arrest over in Israel. And then I flew to visit a close friend of mine, and 2 days after arriving, her beloved cat, beautiful black cat named Hobbit, just died in front of us. We still don't know what happened. They asked for an autopsy. We don't have the results yet, but he just fell in front of us, and I tried to give him CPR, even gave him mouth to mouth. It didn't work. I did it for a long time. And then she took out a taser and she tased him. Nothing worked. Eventually, he just perished. And that was a few days ago, about a week ago. And it was just horrible. And she's devastated because he was like her son. And I know how it feels because my dog Oliver was like my son. And when he died, I was just a wreck. And 3 days later, 2 nights later ish, my own grandmother, this is her necklace, by the way, that I've been wearing religiously in the past 2, 3 weeks. Didn't even know why. Now I know why. Has passed away in Israel. And I was very close with her, loved her very much. Spoke to her every Friday on video. And it's been 12 days of death and hell. And it's just, I don't know what the fuck. So this was my April. And I'm just praying that the remainder of the month will continue without any more insane, devastating tragedies. Ugh. I don't know how I managed to continue recording the videos. Um, so I appreciate your patience because it was very slow. And I know I've been weird in some of them recently, and if you wonder why, that's why. And yeah, yeah, I can't begin to describe. I look okay because today I did my hair and put on some eye makeup because I also audition. I'm an actress and a model as well, so every now and then I need to send to productions if I'm asked to audition tapes. But dude, that took up so much energy. Usually it's something that I do so easily and just like on the fly. I have a lot of auditions a week and I have you guys in the channel and I create I'm a content beast. People have no idea how much I do to create so much content. They see what I post on YouTube, but they don't see what I post on Patreon, my private platform for patrons. They don't see the audition tapes I do. Not complaining, feel blessed to be able to, but usually I do it on the fly. I'm like so professional about it at this point, but now in the past 2 weeks, it felt like just carrying bricks on the Everest, just the simplest things. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys because I know most seekers don't watch um, these things in retrospect and don't necessarily stay to the end. Most of you watch my other videos, which is cool. I understand. Champagne, hello, sending you strength and healing. Thank you, Ethan Jordan. Wow, I'm sorry. Thank you. Um, Champagne, thank you for sharing your time and energy with the collective. You're most welcome. Mariel, so sorry for the losses, and you and your loved ones love and strength. Thank you. Ethan, I saw you on Succession. My little sister watched that show. I just happened to visit. I love Succession so much, and I'm so happy I was on it. On season 3, there was one scene where I played a writer. I didn't have lines, but I was um a real part of the scene, which was awesome. Okay. Okay, guys, you haven't asked for a message, which sucks because I come here to give you extra service while also earning extra income as I'm away and having a very hard time to work. So these lives really help sustain me. Um, we had a little bit, which is better than nothing, but hopefully next time you guys will um, be more cooperative. Okay, guys, I love you. Check out Patreon, 7 days free trial. All the links for all the fun stuff are below.